Since ancient times, rivers have given birth to some of the greatest civilizations on this planet. This is the Yellow River, China's mother river. The Yellow River nurtured civilizations that created some of China's best-known icons. However, for Chinese people, the first thing that comes to mind is less tangible. It's family.
儒家有那么多说法，那对于您哪个是最有代表性的？
共谋之乡，利益之邦，要捧着远方来不亦乐乎，要以礼相待。
I've come to Tufu, which some have called the Mecca of the Orient. That's because this place is the hometown of Confucius.
"咱们这儿做这些东西是在世的人做的吗？还是给祖先做的呀？
实际上是引导在世的人要产生恭敬之心，迈入这个孔庙里，然后祭祀孔子。这是6个礼生，整个环节的引导者。好，来，你试验一下啊，体会体会啊。
OK，
这个叫炉，端平，走的时候就这样，1、2啊，好，咱们来走一遍，来，现在开始。
我好像走慢了。
Reminded me a little bit of when I was back at school in the combined cadet force, and we were learning to march and stand to attention to ceremony. It's kind of similar in a way.
但其实还不算太难。
重要的不是难，重要是保持这份恭敬心，一直保持着。走。
明代的学者有人说啊，他说，孔庙里边祀孔子非祀其人，祀其道也，就是尊重的是孔子的思想，所以都祭祀他。孔子的思想啊，实际上铺染了中国人的生命底色。这个孔府啊，是孔子的家。
6代韩夷，这是什么概念呢？
6代含饴啊，这个饴其实就是我们吃的那个糖，意思是什么呢？从老人到孩子，一共6代，这个6代就像吃糖一样这么甜蜜。这个中国的家族啊，它其实每个家族里边啊都有家族的礼仪。中国的这个礼啊，它其实就是道理的礼，礼仪的礼就是道理的礼。所以它是啊调整一切社会关系的，实际上提倡的是每个人啊应该按照自己的社会角色来做好自己。
啊，对对对对对。
First time wearing a robe like this, he said he will give me a chance. If I do perform well in the rehearsal, then perhaps I will make it to the final cut. Fingers crossed. 哦，哦，反的戴是吗？
正的戴。
哦，
来，好，看一看，
然后
给观众看一看，哎，帅不帅？
What do you think? It's been a while since I last practiced Kung Fu, and I don't think you meant to do it in this outfit either. 好嘞，这个是什么东西啊？
这个是羽笛和乐，
是要吹吗？
不是吹的，
哦
这个是一个乐器都不假啊。
哦，
这个
演的时候怎么演？
这样啊，
这个放在上面，
端起来吧，手腕端起来，哎。字。 哎，把脚翘起来，哎，再来一遍。字，翘起来，哎，好，把脚翘起来。这个手，你看，1、2、3、4，
那后边还有多少？
还有一共96个动作。
96。
对。 对，
这个是要走多久啊？
我们整个孔庙1公里多，
都要这样子走下去。
对，调动你全部的这个敬仰之情
OK，
你就可以坚持下去。
In that case，
对
OK。
现在站着，站时间越长，诚心越好。
This hat is actually quite heavy. Not quite sure why I'm doing this.
Hey,
你好，欢迎来到大家村啊！
谢谢。
啊，你是首次来大家村吗？
对。感觉现在已经挺热闹的了。
哦，明天咱们就要给儿女办婚事了。哦。今天这村里人就开始帮忙了。
这个结婚不是2个人的事儿吗？
是2个人的事，但是是大家全村人的事。
那这次婚礼会有多少人来参加？
啊，这个婚礼大约有400-500人吧。
现在很多地方老传统都没有了，那咱们这边怎么还能保留下来？
啊，我们砀家村传承的这个家训文化啦、道理啦，他们都很懂。这些喜事的时候， 在村里边的，他们一定得回来的。
骨子里头知道，哎呀，我得回来了，我无论在哪儿，很难想象。
啊，这是个大家庭的概念嘛。
在韩朝是家家户户都有门庭家训，它是在家里的墙上雕刻出他们家对孩子的要求。您看，这是党族总祠，这是党家村党族的一个总的祠堂，因为要祭祀祖先。
就是这确实感觉很隆重里边。
是啊，
为什么会祭这个祖先呢？毕竟也不是神。
我们中国人认为自己的祖先就是神，中国人的信仰就是自己的祖宗。
Here we go. It's 7 o'clock, the morning of the big day. The wedding's about to begin. And they've put out this big welcoming gate in front of the village. Interestingly, I thought I would find the names of the bride and groom on the banner, but it actually has the names of the groom's parents instead, which just goes to show you that here, a wedding is family business.
好的，好的，恭喜恭喜恭喜！新郎官真帅，谢谢。你刚赶回来是吧？昨天是？
我是前天
啊。
今天对着。
正点东西，再高一点，上一点，再上一点，
再往上，好。下，粘吗？
啊，粘
了哈。哦，对。
I just finished putting up the couplets. That's the first task of today. We've got, I think, several dozens more.
这边，哎，这边右手，左边啊。
But with this, we'll bring luck to the newlyweds.
好。
That's the most important thing at the start of the day, isn't it?
现在是给祖先献饭呢啊，这个献饭的过程是他的父亲亲自要担饭。
这是爷爷奶奶，对的，是爷爷奶奶。
这里能放这个。
一个电接到一个电接到，因为这是父母把我养大，这个老人都去世了，去世以后再看他父母时候，
因为比如在西方，有可能神就离咱们比较遥远，但是在中国，神其实就是我们的前辈。
是，您看一下祖宗牌位上写的，每一个牌位下面你都可以看到是某某某之神位。中国人的信仰就是自己的祖宗，别的信仰认为神说的话其实都是好话，都是劝善的。中国这个是直接父母跟你说的，爷爷奶奶跟你说的。你的父母在教你的时候，他一定是让你做好人，做好事儿，这都是神的语言。所以他去世以后，他就是你的神。
手，平身。
感谢父母的养育之恩，我准备去接新娘了。
现在你长大成人了啊，家庭、社会、工作一切都搞好。
好，谢谢，慢走。
好。
怪不得你要戴一个牛仔的帽呢，因为要骑马。马上就见到媳妇儿了。
这边变。红包，红包。
It's a different feeling in here now, isn't it? We've now entered the bride's side of the family, and there's this sort of expectation and anticipation in the air.
新娘
对呀，
叫声爸爸，
爸爸，
叫声妈妈。
感谢你们的养育之恩，我今生一定会好好努力报答二老。
女儿，你今天已经成为大人了，以后不能再耍小孩子脾气了。到了婆家一定要孝敬父母，好好的孝敬你们的二老，好吧？
好，平身。
You know, in traditional Chinese culture, the bride is wedded to the groom, and so she joins the groom's family, lives underneath the groom's roof, lives abiding by the groom's rules. And the bride must feel, I guess, a lot of trepidation, especially if they've not met the groom before. But when the entire village comes out to welcome you, it's the best way to say hello to a new family member, isn't it? 恭喜你们，恭喜你们！谢谢谢谢，这个特别好的日子，帅哥美女，这多好啊！感谢感谢。
慢一点，来，让一下，让一下，看一下。
在哪？
It's going to be a little bit rockier compared to sitting in a car, but this is the traditional way of going back to the new home.
前进，再拜高堂，夫妻对拜。
When you're younger, nobody likes listening to their parents. You spend most of your time fighting with them, trying to get away from them. And then when you become an adult and you leave home, you're finally your own person. But then as you grow older and your parents more frail, your role sort of changes. They become people who need to be looked after. And my parents are quite elderly now. And it's quite scary to be faced with the inevitability of them passing away. And it makes me feel incredibly lonely. But I guess if you have an ancestral temple, then your ancestors are always with you. And there's that warmth from your family that's always surrounding you. And it must be a wonderful feeling.
下点，现在开始启程。中途注文，众官皆跪。跪。
It's quite different compared to rehearsal during the actual thing. You're in sync with everyone, and it's a pretty good feeling. It's as if you're doing something for a greater good. You're part of a bigger experience. It's quite powerful. It makes me feel quite powerful.
我们孔氏的家族的所有的人都在这个册子里啊，这个就叫家谱。
等于全世界的姓孔的人都在这些家谱里头。
对，
其实有点像查字典似的。
对，
这是我爷爷樊四啊，1936年生。
真没想到。
这就是我父亲，祥振，1961年生。
我好期待找到你这一辈。
嗯，对吧？林凯，86年生。
看到自己的名字在本子里会有什么感受？
有点儿不敢看。
为什么呀？
就是感觉害羞了，感觉自己还没做好。
不是中国人特别有这个
传承
不能断代的这个概念。
对。
没有传承就是留下一个空格了。
对，变成一个空格了，
就再也没有。那以后您会不会也跟他说，你必须得，
我还是比较
有
尊重他的想法吧，啊，这个当然是传承是一个最重要的一个部分，但是我觉得他个人的成长是更重要的，啊，更多的还是让他自己的生命有价值吧，
真给力，这个特别好。哎，你好。
这是我爷爷。
哎，你好。
然后这是我大爷，他的哥哥。这是我爷爷的弟弟，我三爷，我四爷。
都是一家人。
对，一家人呗。
哎呀，真好啊。哎，您这个是什么东西啊？
也叫木头，也叫金堂木。
这是怎么用啊？我刚才看您就一直在捶着那个板凳。
这是。
非常给力，我能拿一下吗？
老腔唱起来很得劲嘛。
特别得劲，
特别得劲。
对，这个跟听和真的跟你们一起在一起完全不一样，感觉自己是像英雄似的。
拿学的还在后边呢，一会儿可能带表演，讲一会儿给你看看，你再看看，那个就比较麻烦一点。
扣着它，举起来，这样的举，然后
这举，出去，
高了，
保持着，
直的，
对，
然后我得往那边跑是吗？然后，啊！I think I broke my nails. Oh, in the end, I got it. It looks simple enough, but my word, he must have gone through so many swollen fingers just to learn that move.
我唱不去。
按住地了，
地了，
可好放。
够气，够气。
It's a lot harder than it looks.
这可以，这个可以。
哎，对，挺好，妹妹。
挺好的。
过去呢，就是传男不传女，传内不传外。
传外啊，所以其实您应该是传给您儿子是吧？
我儿子不爱好这，你爱好的才能学好，你不爱好，他不一定学这个东西。
什么感觉？就弹你小时候弹的乐器，就跟
感觉很怪啊，但是又觉得这东西啊，好像不抱还得很舒服的感觉。刚开始小时候学的是学一段一段，8句啊、9句、16句啊。我背过就行了，就跟完成任务一样。上读书的时候，哎，你会看到一些历史的，我好像接触过这个东西，
对，
知道吧？然后回来就会问他，然后小时候经常跟他去聊那些唐朝的事儿，然后回去之后跟历史老师聊的时候，还就感觉自己比历史老师还比较厉害一点。
你有没有觉得就是有一段时间有没有就觉得哎呀这老像什么？对，
会抵触。在14、15的时候，有一次跟他们表演完以后呢，哎，有一个朋友就说你那是瞎喊瞎叫。往那坐，就看着乐器你会发呆，就陷入沉思了，你就觉得哎，这到底该不该去唱？如果你做的事情身边人都不接受，你自己就会觉得被孤立。那段时间一直很彷徨，就是一回来的时候在爷爷面前呢，好好的学，只要他不在，回到学校，只字不提。出现读书的时候，然后你毕竟远离家乡了嘛，你就开始想家了嘛。然后我就打电话让我妈把那个乐琴寄过来。那大学开始大家就是稍微成熟了，就是哎会支持你了。对，哎这个东西不错，来玩玩，每个人都在玩。比如我唱一句，他们嘿就那样，知道吧？
所以其实还是你走到远处了之后，才会找到家的感觉。
是。
就毕业了以后，也就是说你不管飞到哪个地方，不能把老腔唱的这个东西丢掉，对不对？老宗族的东西不能忘。
Okay, I'm backstage, just about to go on. Quite nervous, but also really excited because not only am I going to be a front man, I'm going to be a bench man.
刚换个头，前山悠悠唱老腔，哎嘿嘿啦，
前山悠悠唱老腔，哎会儿嘿。
Well, that does look a lot like a camel, doesn't it? So I've come here to meet the Urad Mongols. And every year, they hold a camel festival here, which sees nomads, herders, and their families from all across Inner Mongolia come here to take part in the spectacle.
哎，你好，您是乌兰巴特吗？
啊，是。
哎，你好，你好，很高兴认识您。骑骆驼之后，人和骆驼都需要配合嘛？
配合了。
对对对。
不配合也不行。
需要跟他产生感情吧？
没带他跟他说话。
他也知道你，你也知道他了。
啊，对，你好好练，
好好练，
好好练。
直接就一跨就上去了。啊啊！
把这个抓住。
哎。
对。
我怎么让他起来啊？ Oh my word! Okay, whoa! 跑起来得甩辫子了。
啊，对。
Well, that was surprisingly easy. Actually, a lot more comfortable than riding horses.
跑得快一点，你就点。
A lot slower, but a lot softer and a lot sturdier. It's just that I couldn't quite get my speed up. Gotta have more practice time in.
可以吧，老师？我学的还挺快的。
然后第一名了，这第一。
Well, it definitely is a different feeling being right up close to this procession. When you see camels off in the distance, they're just scattered, but these guys together, it's almost as if they're setting out on a journey. Well, it's quite an amazing feeling.
Ja, in opvang. Kom maar in comment zijn ze gaan bij. Ургукут маань уралдаанд хиймэрнүүдийн хишин дэгэр байх юм.
中国民族出门比赛回来就拿酸奶。酸奶。
За 10 жүгийн бурхад 8 жүгийн сахуу 4 жүгийн дуул уснаа гадаг саддаг маа. За.
Oh, 谢谢.
За тануусан ажлыг бас өндөр амжилттай бэлгэлье.
谢谢，谢谢。
我们要走去大城市，买个正正护士，不可能的。
我是在城市长大的嘛，好多时候邻居都不认识。
进了附近来回一个100-200公里，他的这个骆驼是什么样的，他的骆驼是什么样的，确认的。不要说扔，大城市你扔不扔？
Everyone's brought their own camel. Obviously, I don't have a camel. I probably will come last.
我一会儿马上就参加比赛了，你有没有什么
窍门能教我一下？
内蒙古会说王格鲁给也吃多了，安格列的了。
什么意思？
听懂内蒙古语，啥也念得能好，英语也对内蒙古人不难。Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you too. He's an expert in everything, isn't he? A true polymath.
Come on, buddy.
Oh, this is only my second lap. Come on, buddy. I did one lap. It's the fourth lap now for everyone else. It's not that the camel isn't fast. He started bolting when he heard the other camels coming up around behind him, but I just couldn't keep up, couldn't hold on. I nearly fell off. So I had no choice but to rein back his speed. We'll have to be champions next year with a much better jockey. Thank you for your hard work. I'll stop bothering you for now. Whew. Legs are a little bit wobbly. He's half my age. I'm wrestling with a high school student. Give it a try. Oh, it's very tight. I've never done any wrestling, but I've done some Tai Chi before. And hopefully, I'll be able to show some Tai Chi moves. I don't know. Here we go. That was a good fight. Do you think I'll be doing that again? You know what they say? Mongols are meant to be brave warriors, but you gotta start young. So let's catch my breath. The battle 说这就是咱们接力赛的团队是吗？
啊，是了，这是我小舅的。
哦，
这是我的女婿，这是妹夫。
都是一家人
啊，都是一家人。
哦，所以就是这样子跑起来，大家都知道就是怎么配合是吧？
啊，对对对，第一个是他的啊，最后是他，最后是我。
咱们都是高手。This is the third leg of the race. Over there is Ulaanbaatar's relative in the blue coat with the gold dots. And we're just waiting for the baton to come. Ooh, it looks neck and neck. Come on. Love it. He handed over the baton and gave the other guy's camel a whip in the bum. There he is, Ulaanbaatar right in the back. Jayo! In a way, it's kind of all up to him now. It's the last leg. Come on, we can do this.
Dağlar ucu tebe hayal boyoy
can do it. He's ready first. Just needs to keep his pace. I think we have a winner.
We're number one.
Oh, yes. He's still the Camel King, reigning champion. Everyone else is coming in second. We don't need to bother with them. Feels like for the Mongols that as long as you've got the great outdoors, you've got your camels and your yurt, then home can be pretty much anywhere. And even though everyone lives quite far away from each other, whenever there's a major event like this camel festival that brings everyone together, immediately you have one great big family again.
请记得订阅频道，请记得在影片下方帮我们留言、按赞、分享。